Chapter 4. The Star-Spangled Banner's been stolen, Anna whispered. She couldn't imagine how. It was enormous, bigger than her whole living room at home. Did you hear that, Harold? Did you? A short woman with bouncy gray curls and a world's greatest grandma sweatshirt elbowed her husband. First a giant snowstorm and now this? This trip to see your old army buddies has been more exciting than I thought it would be. Dude, Henry turned to Jose. That was your mom on TV? I wonder if she's the one who stole it. That would be so cool. My mother did not steal the flag. She's a specialist who restores historical textiles, and she just finished fixing the flag so it could go back on display. And furthermore, my mother is part of a... Jose! His father's voice was sharp. Jose jumped, then looked up at his dad and nodded a tiny bit. What I was going to say, Jose said, is that she has great respect for history. She was going to give a lecture on the flag this week and then finally head home. He turned back to his dad. Do you think she'll have to stay longer now? Jose's father put an arm around his son. I'm sure they'll track it down quickly. But yes, the flag may need more repairs once they find it. Mom's probably fit to be tied. The song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head played from his pocket, and Jose's dad pulled out a cell phone. This is her. Sit tight for a minute, and he stepped toward the ticket counter next to Anna's dad. Jose sat down with his book, and Harry went back to his video game. Anna stared up at the TV where news people were recapping the top stories of the morning. The Big Buzzard and the flag theft. Jose's mother appeared on the screen again. She shook her head and her silver earrings caught the light of the cameras. Jose, what were you going to say about your mom? Being part of something? Jose looked up quickly. Nothing. She's part of the group of people who love history. Anna's hand flew to her ear. No, she's not, Jose. Those earrings. She's part of the Silver Jaguar Society, isn't she? Jose put his book down and narrowed his eyes. It's okay, Anna tried to keep her voice quiet. Those earrings, were they a gift from your grandmother to your mom? Jose nodded just a bit. How do you know? He whispered. It's okay, we're in it too. I mean, my mom is. Anna's thoughts were racing so fast her voice couldn't keep up. She was tripping over her words, trying. She has a silver jaguar necklace that looks like your mom's earrings. It's her symbol. This is amazing. So do you know about the society? I don't know much, but it's a secret group of people who are all related to famous artists. And, shh, Jose moved closer to her. It's not going to be secret much longer if you keep shouting about it in a crowded airport. Sorry, Anna whispered. I just can't believe this. Do you know who you're related to? We're descendants of Paul Revere. Paul Revere, the Midnight Ride guy? Anna nodded. He was a silversmith too, a really good one, I guess. You must be related to somebody who made stuff too, right? She pulled out her notebook. Put that away, Jose said quietly. Sorry. Anna slipped the notebook back into her bag. You're right, my mom would kill me if I wrote this stuff down. But you are related to somebody, right? Jose nodded. Frida Kahlo? Frida who? Henry asked. He put his game down and moved closer. Frida Kahlo? She's a famous artist, Anna said. And also, Jose leaned closer, my mom says our ancestors in Central America, going way, way back, were some of the founders. Henry raised an eyebrow at them. So let me get this right. You guys think that anybody with some magic silver jaguar thing is a part of the society of yours? Well, yeah, Anna said. Coming from Henry, it sounded like something out of a video game. That's funny, Henry went on. My aunt's got one on a bracelet. She does? Anna grabbed his sleeve and shook a little. Oh my gosh, Henry, your family's part of the Silver Jaguar Society too? This is incredible. Who are you related to? Nobody so far as I know. Henry shook her off and picked up his video game. Anna blocked the screen with her hand. Henry, seriously, if your aunt has a bracelet like this, she must be part of it. Does she go on a lot of trips? Oh, well, yeah. Henry put his game down again. And she sure likes art and stuff. She's always all... Look, Henry, when we see some dumb old painting or something, but I don't think she's part of any secret mission or anything. He paused, looking down at his game. That would be cool, though. Yes, but Henry... Anna stopped short when she saw Snickerbottom heading their way again. Maybe she could interview him now. This story was getting better by the minute. Anna hurried over to him. Senator, what do you think about the flag? This theft is a crime against our great nation. He stood up straight and looked out toward the crowd around the TV monitor, even though it was Anna who had asked the question. And I'm here to assure the American people that our flag will be recovered. The crowd shifted its attention from the TV to Snickerbottom. The very best investigators in the nation are on this case. The FBI, the CIA, the SCC. SCC? Anna asked. The Snickerbottom Campaign Committee. In a situation like this, every American needs to do his part. I've reassigned some of my key staff members to help with the investigation. We will find the flag and we will track down the enemies of America who stole it. Enemies of America? Anna tipped her head. The news people said they don't know who stole it. Oh, they always say that. We know better. Robert Snickerbottom gave a loud sniff as if he could smell the enemies of America right there in the airport. When I'm president, we'll have a stronger, safer nation, safe for the American people and safe for our flag. I see. Anna held out her notebook. Just a few more questions about your campaign now, Senator. According to the polls, I told you I don't have time for school newspapers, little lady. Too much to do. He walked off with his men following him. When he's president, Henry stared down the hallway. You don't know who Robert Snickerbottom is, Anna sighed. At least the airport had wireless internet access. She tapped at her keyboard, called up a video of Snickerbottom's latest campaign ad, and tipped the screen so Henry could see. Watch. The commercial started with a fuzzy black and white photograph of a lady who looked like somebody's grandmother. Over the image, a man with a deep voice proclaimed, Betty Fumble's fine for Vermont, but she doesn't belong in Washington. The image changed to a newspaper headline that read, The Compromise Queen, with a photo of the woman smiling and holding some kind of cake pan. Surrounded by a crowd of people in front of the Vermont State House, the man's voice continued. America can't afford compromise. We need a leader, a man of courage and strength, a true American hero. The image dissolved into a newspaper photo of a way younger Robert Snickerbottom, soaking wet, holding a little boy under one arm and a puppy in the other. Another young man, shorter and skinnier, but with the same wavy hair, stood next to him, looking up with awe. Hero saves boy, family pet from abandoned well, the headline read, and the man's voice finished, Vote for Robert Snickerbottom, an American hero for president. He's running for president? Henry asked as the screen faded to black. Anna nodded. Her laptop battery was running low, so she powered down and slid it into her backpack. Against Betty Fumble. Wait, don't you live in Vermont? She's our governor, you know. Oh, Henry's Super Game Prism 5000 buzzed again. He flicked the switch to off. So you think that guy will win? That'd be wicked. I could say I met the president. Anna shook her head. Probably not. My dad wants him to win because they're in the same party. They both want immigration reform and stuff like that. But Dad says Snickerbottom's falling behind in the polls. Behind that grandma lady from the TV ad? Henry looked stunned. Yep, she's really popular in Vermont. When she was elected governor, she stopped all the political bickering in Montpelier with her secret weapon. She used her fingers to make poke marks in the air. Secret weapon? Henry's face lit up. Berry maple oat nut crumble, Anna said. It's her family recipe. She says food brings people together, so she shows up with the berry maple oat nut crumble and says anybody willing to listen to the other side gets a big bowl of it with vanilla ice cream. And that works? Well, that and a bunch bunch of other stuff. She's an incredible speaker. She's brilliant. But the TV news likes to show the old lady with baked goods pictures. So whatever. It seems to be working. She's beating Snickerbottom in the polls by quite a bit. Anna fought a smile. She was proud of her dad being a United States Senator, and she knew he wanted Snickerbottom to win. But secretly, she loved the idea of a smart lady who did things differently being in charge. She loved to interview Betty Frumble. Anna, her father walked up briskly, I need to make more phone calls, so I'm going to go ahead to the business lounge where it's quieter. Did you talk to Mom? He nodded. She's beside herself over the flag, but obviously she can't get here with the weather. Her dad didn't sound sad. He was never thrilled about her mom's secret society trips. Do you want to come with me or stay here? I'll stay here, Anna said. I was going to get some writing done. This is Henry, by the way. Well, nice to meet you. Where are your folks? My dad is on a cruise with his new wife. Henry said the word wife the way most people say toe jam or boogers. I've been staying with my aunt, but I'm going home today, or whenever the snow stops. The flight attendant's in charge of me. Henry nodded toward a tiny dark-haired woman who stood at the ticket counter, swamped with people trying to rebook flights. I see, well, Anna's father looked at his watch and reached for the wallet and handed Anna his credit card. Take this and get some food for you and your friend whenever you're hungry. Just don't go far. He headed down the hallway. Anna sank into a chair and realized she'd forgotten about Jose, whose face was hidden behind the book again. Oh my gosh, sorry, I didn't introduce you. My dad's in a hurry a lot. That's okay, Jose mumbled. He didn't look up from his book. He probably wouldn't have been particularly pleased to meet me anyway. Well, why? Jose closed his book and looked up at her. I'm half Mexican. It came out quiet like everything he said, but it still sounded like a challenge. Well, what do you mean? Immigration reform. Your dad and Snickerbottom are always talking about it on TV. Well, so, Anna said. My grandparents came over as migrant workers. Jose tipped his chin up. My mother was born here, so she's an American citizen, but some people are still, well, you know. Oh, no, it's not like that. My dad worries about jobs, but he likes Mexicans a lot, Anna said quickly. I mean, he likes people like you. It's like the bad ones that he doesn't like. I mean, not that he doesn't like them too. He probably likes them fine. He just doesn't think some of those people should be here. Oh, Jose stared at her and lifted his book. Sort of like how the Malfoy family only wants pure blood wizards as Hogwarts. He dropped his head and went back to reading. Anna thought about that. She'd seen the Harry Potter movies, and her father was nothing like Lucius Malfoy. That guy was a Malfoy. That guy was a jerk. Her dad worked hard to help people and just wanted to make sure there were jobs for Americans. But the whole idea gave her a rotten feeling, like a little mouse gnawing away in her stomach. She didn't want to be a Malfoy.